everybody, happy Saturday. I've been having some issues with Facebook, as you've noticed, because I haven't been able to get on. Oh my gosh, why did it start when I talk? Sorry. So today's page is a little different because I'm doing an older book from 2018 when we were in Disney and we went to the Electric Parade. My camera is usually the other way, so hopefully this isn't upside down. Anyway, we went to the Electric Parade, and because the photos are all so dark, the only thing that you can see is the lights in them. So I thought, well, you know what? I'm gonna play with that. I'm gonna take a black piece of paper. I'm gonna do very little on it, but I'm gonna play with a couple of different things and see if I can have some fun with this. So there won't be a lot of embellishments, but let's just see. I'll turn this around. There's my table. Oh, I forgot to cut the barcode off. Okay, well, I can do that after. So I have a chipboard piece that says Beauty, and I've had it in a bin for a long time, so it's almost broken. I've got a candlestick. I was trying to find, that looks pretty close to Lumiere, so I'm going to use that. And then, what was the other thing I had? Oh, I wanted to do a flourish, and I'm gonna do some dots because, like, if you look at the photo, there's like little dots of lights on all of them. So I'm gonna do I don't have a bling in a pattern like a flourish that that will work with this, so I made one. I made a cutout. Now it took me a while to find one that was thick enough because all of my other flourishes were too thin that I wouldn't be able to use this as a guide. So I'm gonna just follow the pattern of this with my Nuvo drops and use that as my guide and add some like dotted lights on it. Okay, so first thing first. So because the photos are so dark, and of course Belle needs yellow, I'm just gonna put a yellow mat. That's just gonna break up the black from the photo, because otherwise it would just completely, maybe that would be kind of cool. It would just look like the candlestick was floating on the page because there'd be all black. But that's not what I'm going for. So I'm gonna do this. So that's the start. And again, like, there's not gonna be tons to do on this page. So I think I want Belle first, and then Lumiere. I'm gonna put Beauty here. I'll put the candlestick here, and then I'll put the flourish here. Okay, that works in my head. So I'm going to use to cover my chipboard, I'm going to use the embossing dabber and some gold embossing powder. Now I primed this, which means pressing down so that you don't have to wait too long for it to come to the plunger part, because again, you can't squeeze these bottles. You'll pop the top off and then they're sort of useless unless you're painting with them, which I've done many times. I'll stick a paintbrush in here and say I wanted each letter to be a different color. I would just paint this on and then emboss that color and then keep going. So it does work for that. Oh, I had a parcel just come to the door. Hopefully they don't ring the doorbell, because then you'll hear the Little Mermaid very loud in the garage. Okay, so this should be, oh, I forgot to get my tray handy though. Let's see, it should be at my arm's reach here. There we go. Okay, so I can see that that's well coated. Now I like doing the dabber better than trying to press this into my ink pad, because for big projects sometimes it bends it, and it's already bent, so I don't need to do that anymore. All right, I'll put the lid on. I'm gonna keep this upside down because in case I need it again, it helps, so I don't have to try and get it primed again. So I'm hoping this is a bright gold. It doesn't say. There was one that was antique gold. I avoided that one, so hopefully this one is bright. So I'm just gonna pop that off, and then I have to heat this. So hopefully this isn't too loud. It's a big piece, so it might take a while. Oh yeah, that looks like a good gold. So I just heat in one spot until I start to see it turn. I see a lot of people going like this in classes, and you're kind of spreading your feet around too much, so it's not going to melt. So you can see I'm doing this very slow, and I'm watching as it's melting So I'm gonna move it. I have so many new goodies to show you guys too. I have to get that video going. We got so much cute Halloween paper. Oh my gosh, from Paper Rose. It's adorable. And I don't really like cutesy Halloween, but the art on these is just amazing. So I do like it. So this, see where that break is? Try not to heat my mat. Almost done. Little spots there. They're just sort of sparse, so I'm heating it again so that the liquid will flow into the spot. It's a very thick embossing powder, so it's not going to be super smooth, but that's okay. I like the chunky gold. It looks more like Lumiere. Okay, so I can put that away. That part is done. That's done. Now, so I'm gonna put that up there because that's where Beauty is. And then I think this will go here. And then my flourish. Hopefully, that's really sparse on this page. Okay, so the candle I have to build. I did this 3 times, so I've got my white candles, and I'm just gonna give them a bit of ink. And do you think I brought my ink out? No. Oh, my vintage photo is still packed up downstairs. Dang it. I'll use walnuts, and I just have to be really careful. Oh, actually, where is brown espresso? That's better. I know it's darker, but it's not quite so, I want more brown than orange. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a little bit here. There's some on the brush already, so just give them a little bit of shaded color. I'm going to be cutting these, so okay, that's good. Just a tad. Okay, I have to cut these to go on top of the candle part. Candles in there. All right, and I'm gonna cut the flame off and come in from behind with the flame. And then I'll probably add stickles to it, but we all know that stickles take forever and a day, so you won't see the end result of the stickles. Okay. Follows the form. So I have to glue my candles on. Oh shoot, which was which? What's the that one? Okay. Ooh, it's very quiet when I'm thinking. This big middle one. And this one. I can't believe it's already like almost the middle of October. That's nuts. All right, so this one, I'll glue the yellow part. I think that's the big one. The reason I came from behind was it was just easier to glue the flame part from behind. You can see there. And this one goes there. I don't think I've ever used this candelabra for Beauty and the Beast page before. But it works kind of good. And he's right there in the picture, so. Keep it on this because my room is very warm and toasty today. Okay. Oh, and it's Thanksgiving. I keep forgetting. All right, so I think that's gonna go there. And I guess I have to decide for sure because the next part is going to be like right on the paper, which always scares me. Okay, so I'm going to put that there and let's see if I can do this. So I want this flourish to go like that. I had a few different colors. I wasn't sure which one I was going to use, but I am going to use this one. Okay, so this is copper. Ideally, I would have liked gold, but I didn't have gold. So I'm just going to do some dots and follow this pattern. Maybe I should have put a light on me. So hopefully this doesn't take too long. So I'm just spacing them as if I had, you know, the row of beads that are all connected on the strings. Sometimes you can buy them that are already in patterns, so that's what I'm trying to replicate here. Oh, I got a little air bubble there. Come on. There we go. It's very narrow at that tip, so hopefully when I lift this off, I don't wreck it. I guess we'll see. Peek. Now, if this works out well, I might do another one, but I have to wait for this one to dry before I can do that. But we'll see. If the idea works, then great. If not, I'll have to figure out something else, and I'll be flipping this piece of black paper over to the other side and starting again. But I think it'll look like the lights, like it'll be a cool embellishment for... The other thing I could have done, I guess, was just spread a paste through this. And now that I've said it out loud, maybe that would have been a better idea. Just make your own stencil and then spread the paste. Maybe I'll do that for the other one, because I didn't really like that flourish. Okay, moment of truth here. Let's see. Let me put the lid on this first. Okay, lift that off. Oh, that's cool. It actually worked. Okay, so I can't really do anything now because I should have glued these down so I could hold up the whole page. But look at that. So there is and then when it dries, because it's 2 flow drops, it'll be round. So I'm going to do that again. I can actually do that with stickles, except they would be flat. Like stickles, I can maybe fill it in more. So, okay, sorry about that, guys. I should have put these down so that you could see the whole page. But there's my embossed beauty with the gold, and then my finished candlestick. So I might actually tarnish up this a little bit so that it looks older, but that looks pretty cool compared to you know, that's definitely a candelabra. Okay, well, sorry, this was shorter than I thought, but anyway, it's nice to be back, and hopefully we can get Facebook straightened out soon. Okay, have a great Thanksgiving. Ciao.